This is Conversations That Matter, Talking with God. Today we're going to quickly look at being still before God. Psalms 37 verse 7 says, "Be still and wait patiently before the Lord." Have you ever felt the need to just stop what you're doing and just be still? Stop the fussing, stop the worrying, stop the running around, and at the end of the day, nothing gets done? Because we become anxious and unsettled, this translates into our rest time, into our sleep time, where when we go to sleep, it says that if you get a full 8 hours sleep, that your brain repairs itself and your body, everything that goes on throughout the day, all the stuff that we put our body through when we lay down to rest, our body repairs. And when we get up in the morning, sometimes some problems that you're dealing with during the day, when you go to bed at night, your brain goes through the whole process, and because you're in a restful state, you get more clarity. So when you get up, sometimes you realize a problem you had yesterday, because you got a good night's rest, you have a different perspective, you have clarity of thought. So it's like sometimes God just wants us to be still and know that He is God. Be still and wait patiently for Him. It's when we cannot slow down in our everyday life, it translates into the time that we're supposed to be sleeping, the times that we're supposed to be resting. Our brain cannot get repair, our brain cannot be replenished. So it's like we're always feeling like we are anxious and we are frustrated and we are harassed because we're not still. Being still is not something a lot of us love to do. Sometimes we need to just stop and be still so we can hear clearly what the Spirit is saying unto us. When we become still, we will recognize God's voice. We will recognize God for who He is. For we will now realize that when you're still, life will still be lifing. When you're still, things will still go on. But at that time, you're getting what you need to get, your instructions, your direction, that peace, that refreshing, because you're hearing from God, you're spending time with God, you're blocking out all the noise, because a lot of times the noise is there to help us not hear and to understand what is going on, what God would have us to do. So we need to take time out to be still. So the voice of the Lord will be louder than the noise that is around us, that comes to distract and keep us unfocused. The moments you feel like you need to be still, just stop and listen and wait patiently for God. Being still is an art in and of itself, because we don't know how to just stop. We think that for life to continue, we always have to be doing something. And when we get still, we're left with our own thoughts. We are left with our own inner reflections. And sometimes this might be tough for some people, but I have learned that when the times of being still is necessary, and when God wants our attention, being still is something that we have to get used to. Being still is something that we should love, because this is time that we can spend with God and hear instructions from the Master. This is Conversations That Matter, Talking with God. May God bless you.